Thanks for checking out this film review from the Dead Man's Party podcast. You could find our full archive of every unedited show if you subscribe to The Skeleton Crew on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Be sure to support Dead Man's Party on Patreon. Link in the description. Enjoy the review.
Tone, put that big-ass size 13 on and kick it for the homies.
Welcome back to Dead Man's Party. It's Super Bowl weekend, and we're looking for a mammal named Snowflake. My name is Al, and I like animals, if it gets cold enough. And I'm here with Ace, Tom Ace.
Tom Ace.
Good to see you, Tom. And we're here with the guy who catches a bullet in his mouth. Because he's so into guns, he's willing to eat bullets and still not get a chip tooth. The Ghoul. What's up, Ghoul?
Oh, I got a glove.
The guy with the rubber glove was surprisingly gentle. All right, guys, we are doing Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, 1994. Director Tom Shadyac. Writers Jack Bernstein, Tom Shadyac, and Jim Carrey wrote this, I guess. Starring Jim Carrey, who was only paid $350,000, and this went on to gross over $100 million.
I'm glad you brought that up. We'll get to it in a second. Keep going with the cast.
Courtney Cox as Melissa. Sean Young as Einhorn. Finkel and Einhorn. Einhorn and Finkel. Tone Loc as Emilio. Dan Marino as Dan Marino. Troy Evans as Podactor. Roger Podactor. We mentioned he was in like 2 other movies. I think one was Under Siege.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a list here. We'll get to it.
Rainier Skeen as Woodstock, the guy who knew all the stuff about pet stores.
Wait, is that how you say his last name?
I didn't really put much thought into it.
I don't know why, for some reason, I read it as Shine, and I was like, oh, that's weird. His name is Rain or Shine. I don't know why.
Wow.
I don't know if that's how it is, but it like looks like it's kind of spelled that way. I was like, well, is that a joke name?
No, you're right. Udo Kier as Camp, the billionaire guy who threw the party and has a shark in his house.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has a shark in their house. And the rest of the people, anything stick out to anybody else?
No.
Sexy woman, Rebecca Ferrati. I wonder if Alice Drummond is still alive. Ray Finkel's mom.
No fucking way.
She died in 2016. Okay.
Oh, wow.
That recently? Holy shit.
She made it very far. She started living in 1928.
God damn. Well,
88 years old.
That's 88. That's not super fucking old, but still.
Do you guys think Mark Margolis is still alive, the landlord?
He is, yeah.
He is not.
He's not? Fuck, when did he die?
August 2023.
Holy shit, I could have swore he was still alive.
At 83 years old. He lived less than that woman.
Holy shit, I had fucking no clue he was dead. Oh my god.
It was all the cigarettes.
Well, yeah.
He shouldn't smoke. It's a disgusting habit.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's in tons of stuff too.
So like you said, this movie, $15 million budget, 107 worldwide gross. So massive, massive profit. So so for this movie, Jim Carrey was paid $350,000. His next movie, The Mask, he was paid $550,000.
Jesus, he did all that work for that little? Seems like a lot of work.
Well, I'm sure The Mask was already in production by the time Ace Ventura came out, because it just came out The Mask came out like 4 months after this did.
Jesus.
But after those two were hits, Dumb and Dumber, which came out at the end of 1994, he got $7 million.
Holy shit.
For that. Think about that. He had Ace Ventura, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber all in one calendar year. So the following year, when he was the Riddler in Batman Forever, he got $5 million. So he took a little bit of a pay cut compared to Dumb and
Oh,
Dumber.
God, I know why. There's too many people in the goddamn movie.
I was going to say the cast was ridiculous. Ace Ventura 2, he got $10 million. Cable Guy, he got $20 million.
Jesus.
That's fucking wild.
I think he was the first actor to ever get paid $20 million for a movie.
Holy shit.
I think that's right.
And then the next movie, and this is the last one on my list, is Liar Liar, another $20 million for that. And that's in 1996, 1997 dollars.
Right. That's when it really met. That was like 60 million.
Yeah.
So
Liar Liar's good. I mean, I've only seen it maybe 4 or 5 times, but I've liked it every time I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, another little bit of trivia here. So apparently when they were casting this movie before they decided on Jim Carrey, they wanted Rick Moranis to play the role.
ugh,
Can you imagine that?
Interesting.
we wouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Weird choice.
So they were having trouble nailing down a lead actor to play this role. So now this is according to IMDb trivia. So a lot of that stuff you can probably take with a grain of salt, but it's out there. So I'm just saying it. They briefly considered changing this movie from Ace Ventura to Alice Ventura and casting a female lead. And supposedly they wanted Whoopi Goldberg.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Give me a break. Talk about a waste of money that would have been.
I guess we ended up on the right timeline then for this movie to happen. Jesus. That's funny that you bring up Rick Moranis being the first choice for this, because that had to have been a completely different movie then, because he, like, you can tell that most of this is like Jim Carrey just like improvising, especially with all like the physical comedy.
It's who he is.
Yeah, I can't see Moranis doing any of this stuff.
If you take him out of the movie, is it really that interesting or good?
If you take him out of the movie and put any other actor in it, it becomes a different movie.
Yeah.
No matter who you put in there, just based on his physical comedy skills, his facial expressions, all that shit. I'm not saying they couldn't have had a good movie without him. It would not have been close to what this movie was, though.
Exactly.
No, this was the right guy. It's like you can't even, like, this is one those rare things. Like, no one else could have been Terminator. Nobody else could have been Rocky. I know this is way dumber, but no one else could have been Ace Ventura, in my opinion, in that sense that they would have, listen, other guys could have done it. They would have done a crap job. And it's not like this went on to be as big as Terminator or Rocky. Like, I don't think anybody ever thinks of this when they think of those types of things, that nobody else could have played that part. It's a weird thing, this movie. Although everyone seems to love Jim Carrey, especially his 90s work, you don't really hear people talking about this to the point where there's not really much on YouTube about this movie.
No
podcasts. No one really covers this. It's a weird movie that way. It's Super Bowl weekend, so we had to do it. I wanted to do it in 2024 and in 25, and now here we are finally getting to it. And there was no real reason. I think every time we said, let's do it, it was already past Super Bowl, so I was like, I don't want to do it unless it's that. But yeah, this is a weird one. So how do you guys rank this among Jim Carrey movies? Like, what would you say his top 3 movies are? Let's just do 3. Obviously Dumb and Dumber, and what's the other two?
As far as like, if once he's done and you look back and say, what are the top 3 iconic Jim Carrey performances? In no discernible order, I'd say Dumb and Dumber, probably this, and the third spot, that's so tough because he has so many movies that are like critically acclaimed,
right?
Maybe not as fan loved. Stuff like The Truman Show, Eternal Sunshine and the Spotless Mind, shit like that, where it's just a completely different type of performance.
Him and Kate Winslet, that was good.
I've never seen it. I have to watch it.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
And then, I don't know, maybe The Mask, but I feel like that was more just because of the CGI stuff that was going on in that movie.
People would say Mask, just so you know, but I don't think so.
I was never really into that movie. It came out, I rented it and watched it. It was okay. I watched it maybe 1 or 2 more times on HBO when it had its initial run, but I haven't seen the fucking thing in close to 30 years.
Yeah, I saw it about a month ago because I figured, I think we talked about it, I guess, and then I figured Valerie would like the visuals, so I said, yeah, let's put that on the background while we're playing, and she did look at it a lot or whatever, but so I tried to focus on it, and I'm telling you, it's just not my type of humor.
Yeah.
I don't find that stuff entertaining.
Although,
oh, Cameron Diaz.
That's the best she's ever looked in a movie ever.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's not even close. No. When that came out, I was like, who in the fuck is this woman?
That's what I said. When they panned up her leg, I was like, oh my God, this is the hottest chick I've ever seen in my life.
And she's not even Spanish.
No, she is. Diaz.
Come on, dude. Does she look Spanish to you?
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that when I was 14, though. That was a natural reaction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It wasn't like I was seeking her out. Cable Guy.
That's Cable Guy's amazing.
Cable Guy's my number one Jim Carrey movie.
I was gonna say that's probably mine too, and I just watched that within the last couple of years.
See, I thought it was a phenomenal movie until the end.
I will say the last 15 minutes or so, it kind of falls off a cliff. 15, 20 minutes, something like that. Up until that point, I think it's phenomenal. But the first time I saw it, I was used to Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber, I guess The Mask, just as far as like a vision. Mm-hmm. I was used to the goofy Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Not that he's not goofy in Cable Guy. It's a completely different vibe, though. So the first time I watched it, I was like, this kind of sucks. And then, but the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, I get this now. I get what they were going for. It's a dark comedy, obviously. And I think the way he portrays that character is fucking flawless.
So good.
I love the Ben Stiller bits in that movie are really funny too. I think he was Asian.
He was speaking a different language.
I'll tell you where I think Jim Carrey fell off. It's the movie where I noticed I think I'm done watching his movies, and that was Me, Myself, and Irene.
Oh, you don't like that?
I do not think so. The beginning was kind of funny when the wife had a kid and it was a black kid. Like, that is hilarious. And the way he looked at it and everything was just so funny. And I remember laughing out loud in the theater, like laugh.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really funny when that happened. But
come on, man, those kids' dicks are bigger than them sausages.
Oh God,
I really, really like that movie.
The whole thing, really?
For the most part, yeah.
I gotta watch it again. Then I just stopped.
Is that the only time you saw it?
Maybe one more, but I was still 30 years ago.
I'll watch it in a minute, but I like that. That one was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'd say if you're talking iconic too, he's also, from my generation especially, people know him as he's like the Grinch for the live action one. Everyone fucking loves that movie.
That's my favorite. That is like one of my favorite movies ever. That's probably my third favorite Jim Carrey movie. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, I love Grinch.
I'm up and I can watch that one year and really enjoy it, and then the next year watch it and be kind of whatever with it.
I guess we'll just touch real quick. Ace Ventura Part 2. I used to lump that, and I was very open, very into movies. I worked in a video store when this came out, and Wayne's World 2 and Ace Ventura 2 are two movies that I was so disappointed and was like, wow, I have two of these favorites from 90, I guess Wayne's World was 90, what, 2?
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, and then this is 4, obviously. And I hated both of them. And then I gave Ace Ventura 2 another watch about 5 years ago, and I thought it was great.
I've seen Part 2 possibly even more than the first one, because when it was on cable in the mid to late 90s, it was on constantly. So if I was just channel surfing, I'd throw it on there. I don't like it as much as the first one because I think some of it just gets really over the top with some of the comedy stuff, almost to like an annoying aspect. Not a lot, but there's some stuff. But I think it's solid. Now, I haven't sat down and watched Part 2 in probably, 10 to 15 years.
Right. It's on Netflix right now.
Oh, is it really?
Mm-hmm.
But I know Garai Myler said he told me a few years ago when we talked about these movies, he always preferred the second one.
Preferred it. Wow.
Uh-huh.
Well, that must mean that, here's the one thing I'll say about this movie that is is to its detriment. Sometimes when I used to think about this movie, I used to go, yeah, well, all the football stuff, yeah. I don't feel like watching that right now. And that's a sad way to think about it, because you can let that aspect overwhelm your perception of this movie. But, as you're watching it, it's really not all that much about football.
Well, no, because the movie, to some extent, transforms into him trying to figure out who killed Roger Podacter instead of trying to find Snowflake. Or at least there's a nice mix of the two, so that it's not football heavy, And then obviously it picks back up at the end with the football stuff. But
right. And that's even if you want to interpret that as football. Like Dan Marino tied to a post, it doesn't really make me think about football. You know what I mean?
Well, it does me, because I grew up watching that guy. So
me too. But I'm saying in the sense of, like, I'm watching a football movie. It's cool that he's there because I liked him. And that's another thing. What this movie captures, this is like everything that's amazing about the 90s. Right? Like, even the people who played football at the time, like the Dolphins and Dan Marino were huge in the early 90s.
Oh, they were huge from the second half of the 80s all the way through the early to mid 90s when he finally retired. Just because he's even though he never won a Super Bowl, he's still one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game.
Ever. Yeah. And nobody, like, throws that in his face that, but you never won. Like, nobody says that because he's such a likable person.
Right.
That you don't even want to say something like that to him. Yeah, Ghoul, you probably don't even know who Dan Marino is, right?
No, I do. I'm not, like you guys know, I'm not a huge sports person, especially not
he
football.
played for the New York Knicks. He was Patrick Ewing's point guard.
No, I know who he is. It's actually funny that you bring up brings a memory back, though, about how popular just that the Dolphins were, because I had a fucking starter jacket of the Dolphins when I was like 5.
Did.
Yeah, it's like, why? I'm from fucking Massachusetts.
Dude, in the 90s, at least in Jersey, everybody wore a Dolphin starter, a Raiders starter. Raiders was the biggest one ever. Mm-hmm. Everybody wore Raiders.
That's because of gangster rap.
Right, exactly. Yep. And the other ones that people did were the Hornets.
Yeah, we had a bunch of Hornet shit. I actually just found a vintage Hornets hat in my attic. I have to find it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was those teams that you just wore because it was trendy. You don't even know who the hell's on the team.
Yeah, the colors were cool.
That's it. That's all that mattered. Yeah, and the Dolphins were a big part of that. I think it was that they just looked cool.
Yeah.
Well, where do we begin?
Let's just start with the opening scene. The UPS, when he's the UPS guy.
Dude, every time when I wasn't that familiar, once we all like let go of this movie for 15 whatever years, and then when you start watching it again, like, I always forget this intro, and every time I'm just like,
oh, it's so good.
Like, what do you think when you're watching this in theater? Like, what is happening here? Like, it's the funniest thing because you don't see anything like this. And the way he's doing it, the way he could care less that it's breaking, the way he's just going further and further with it every second. And it lands at the guy's door.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of that dirtbag who answers the door with the black eye?
Dude, boy, that guy is something.
That's Randall Tex Cobb. He was an ex-boxer.
He was on Married with Children. Al punched him out, and he was a burglar.
Did y'all ever see Raising Arizona?
Yes. Once, though, when it came out.
He plays the bad guy in that. He's a biker.
Oh, wow.
He was a legit boxer, though, in the late 70s and early 80s. He fought for the heavyweight title against Larry Holmes.
Wow. Did he win?
No, he got the shit beat out of him over 15 rounds.
15?
That's back when they used to go 15, yeah.
He lasted 15 rounds?
And he got his fucking ass beat, but he never went down.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is that where Rocky got the idea for Rocky 1?
No. You've heard of you know who Howard Cosell is, right? After that fight, Howard Cosell stopped announcing boxing matches because he said that fight was a travesty, and he would not support anything like that again because he got his fucking ass beat so bad and the ref never stopped the fight.
Well, I gotta watch this fight. It sounds great.
He just gets pounded like a piece of meat over 15 rounds.
the guy opens the door, the dog is there, Ace Ventura stuffs the dog in his shirt, and I like when he goes, it sounds broken. Most likely, sir, or sign this insurance form. Insurance, this thing's broken. I'm not signing any. And then he goes, we'll send you the rest of the forms later. How many forms do we gotta sign to get a delivery of a box? Like, it's the stupidest thing ever. And he takes the dog and leaves a note on the fake one telling him exactly who took this.
You've been had. That's so funny.
Like, why would you say that? Because now he can just go to the Ace Ventura pet agency or wherever the hell he works. Or how do you even contact Ace? How do you get to know his number? Or like, where do you go? I don't even understand that. But yeah, he tells him that I took it.
And I love it how when he says sounds broken, he goes, most likely, sir. I'll bet it was something nice, though. It just sounds like shards of glass in that box.
It's great. So the guy, like, bashes his car trying to get his dog back, smashing the windshield, everything else. Then he crawls in like Terminator 1000 through the back window. Remember when he was, like, smashing out and he, like, clawed the back on the trunk and stuff? Like, and when he... The best part is when he's inside the back seat and then Ace bites his hand.
Holy fuck. The look on his face right before he does it, and then he's just like that is so fucking funny. Oh my god.
Because of the way Ace was acting while this guy is destroying his car and smashing off his mirror and everything else, you almost wonder, I know there's a weird thing to do a character analysis on something so stupid. Is he aware that he's insanely eccentric, and everything he does, he acts like it's totally normal? Like, is this a weird thing to analyze, like the headspace of this person?
Yeah, I don't know. I never really thought about this movie like I do when I'm watching Rain Man and think about Dustin Hoffman's performance.
It's weird, though,
if he
right?
realizes like what he is.
81, 246. 246.
Wow, look at you getting the details right. Nice.
So, yeah, forget about it. Don't worry about his headspace. So, Snowflake is kidnapped. He goes home. The landlord... I love how, like, he's, like, jiggling the keys to get in.
Wait, are we going to skip over the woman sucking his dick?
Oh, that already happened?
Yeah, that's before the landlord scene, yeah. Because he takes the woman back to the dog, or the woman back to the dog. He takes the dog. He takes the dog back to the woman. So number one, would that chick have been with that fucking white trash dirt? Come on.
Biggest question of the century. Why is that the ex-husband?
Oh.
I just don't believe it. That is horrible casting. If you're going to have her as the woman, you can't have him as the man.
Right.
You can't.
Now, here's question number two. So he thinks she's going to pay him. Instead, she pulls his pants down and gives him a blowjob, a very violent blowjob, apparently. Would you rather have that, or would you rather have the cash? But we don't know how much he was going to get.
Yeah,
paid
we don't know it.
No.
Right. Let's say it was $200.
I would do what he said. Or I'd say, let me think. Sure. Real friendly around here.
Yeah, you're probably right. Even though, is it really worth $200 to get a blowjob?
Well, look at her, yeah.
I mean, she is fucking hot. Was that really her in that picture you sent today?
Yeah. From another movie from probably the 80s, I guess.
Yeah, I was just saying, well, that looks like it was like from like fucking Cyborg or something. I was wondering what that was from.
I was like, is this like a Red Sonja remake, or what the fuck is this?
Okay, so the movie's probably called Gore 2, Gor 2. So they made two of these.
And that came out when?
88.
Jesus.
Yep. And it's most likely Jack Palance is
wow.
in that. So you know it's good.
Yeah, was he doing one-arm push-ups like he did on the stage at the Oscars?
Yeah, so Snowflake gets kidnapped. Ace comes home. The landlord, you got the apartment bit. He's like, go ahead, snoop around. Like, all that stuff. The Jim Carrey in this movie is intense.
Real quick, I just want to touch on when the dolphin gets kidnapped. Do you realize two normal men couldn't kidnap a dolphin like that, right? Do you know how strong and fast and slippery those fucking things are? You can't just go into a tank and pick up a dolphin like that.
Yeah, right. I love that.
But yeah, and you know the landlord, we're familiar with him.
Oh yeah,
Isn't he from Breaking Bad?
Yeah. He's Hector. Yeah.
yeah.
He's the one that fucking blows up Gus with the ding,
who-
ding, ding,
ding,
ding,
ding, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
He's also in Scarface.
Scarface, yep.
He's in tons of shit. He's in fuck. What was the other thing I didn't fucking think to write it down? But yeah, he's like that guy kind of. He's in a whole bunch of stuff.
Junior.
Is he in that?
No. That's the movie he likes to just blurt out once in a while. That was the absolute best season of Breaking Bad. There are no seasons as good as that.
Agreed.
Right? What was that, 4?
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just like Stranger Things. That was the peak of that show.
Look at me, Hector. Look at me.
Yeah, he has all these animals in his apartment. Like, dude.
It's ridiculous. And they all stay perfectly hidden until Hector leaves.
Yeah, they know. Like, how do you feed them all? It's him, and he says, "What's this food? High fiber." How do you feel about? Not to get too deep into his character again. How do you feel that, like, he struts around like he does with all this confidence, and he kind of acts like he's more intelligent than everybody else? Like, everyone else is an idiot except for him.
Yeah. That's not totally unbelievable though, because I mean, sure, we all know someone who is just a complete fucking bozo, but somehow thinks that they're, the best one in the room.
But is he, though? Is he an idiot, bozo, Lufus Doozer? Or
he's kind of not though.
he's kind of competent, right? In a way.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Well, as we see, obviously at the end, he is. Yeah. But yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. He's not total. Like, he just does things in a just strange,
He's
eccentric
just
way.
so eccentric.
Yeah.
I've never seen a person this eccentric ever. He don't seem competent when he goes to grab that bird off the roof and he falls into the garbage.
Yeah.
So I like when he gets hired by these people to find Snowflake, and then that weird woman who's like, "You should hire a pet detective." So, like, when he's talking to Roger Predactor, he says, "Yeah, you came highly recommended by what's her name," and he goes, "Oh yeah, the bitch," and he goes, "What?" He goes, "Pekingese, hyperactive, lost in Highland Park area. She was half dead when I found her." But I love how when he said the bitch, he thought he meant the woman who recommended him.
Okay, so we get to Roger Predactor, as you just mentioned. So this is the 5th movie this guy's been in on our show.
Amazing. Yeah, I was gonna say. So Under Siege.
Yes.
Fuck. What was there was another one.
You should definitely know another one, Ghoul, for sure.
Oh no!
Where's his pick?
Put me on the spot now. I feel like an asshole.
Demolition Man.
Yep.
Yo, yeah, shit, that's right. He is in Demolition Man. Holy
Yes.
fuck! Wow.
Oh, by the way, that was like everyone's favorite show last year, apparently.
No, that was just Gay Brown.
No, someone else said that too.
Oh, did they?
Really?
One other guy, yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
I think Steven Scott.
One other guy. Shit. What are the other? I'm trying to think.
You won't know him.
Really? Yeah.
So he's in Teen Wolf at the opening basketball scene.
Yes.
He's the coach of the other team that says,
Right.
"You want to forfeit the game?"
Yeah.
That's him. He's in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, that I don't know.
At the very end of the movie, when they get that final ride in the truck, he's the one that won't let them in the cab because he's weird about people riding. Yes.
Wow.
So Under Siege, Demolition Man, Teen Wolf, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and this. So 5.
Wow.
And Ghoul, well, both of you, especially Ghoul, you know him from a horror movie, right?
Oh yeah, Halloween 5.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Do it.
Also,
do it.
He had the best death.
Charlie, Michael Myers is outside this house. And because I gotta reference it on everything, he's also in Near Dark.
Oh shit, is he really?
Yeah, he's like a brief part, but he's in it. Yeah.
Is he not the cop that was put a noose around his neck and pushed out of the window?
No, that's him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura inspects the tank that Snowflake was in. He finds a diamond. Then we get to this deleted scene that Chris doesn't seem to think he might lump it in with the rest of the scenes that me and him both agree usually should not be in the movie. But so this was taken out. Ace, you saw it, right? Ghoul, I sent it to you.
Are you talking about the extended part of? Yeah.
He acts like he's like who are those famous guys?
Siegfried and Roy.
Yes.
Siegfried and Roy. Yeah, he's like acting like their voices and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, whatever with the dolphin. I liked it a lot. It was taken out of the movie. The director felt that it made that scene drag. It made the movie drag at that point of the movie. That's why he took it out.
I thought it was pretty funny.
It was put back into the VHS, and it said extended scenes you never seen before, and then every other single release, it was out. That's why none of us remember it.
Interesting.
Here's the weird thing. After you sent me that, because when you sent it to me, it did not feel familiar at all, and I was like, I don't really care for that scene. However, when this movie came out on VHS, I rented it and I dubbed a copy. So I had the VHS version on tape. So I had clearly seen this version several times. But then I did have a huge gap where I did not even watch this movie. Let's say from probably like, I don't know, 97, 98 to like for a decade for whatever reason. And then when I rewatched it, it was the DVD version and it wasn't on there. So that scene had left my brain.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I don't remember it.
Yeah.
I like it. I think he made a real big effort to put on that type of person that is, and I think he did great.
Oh, yeah, I'm not criticizing his performance in that scene. I agree with the director. I feel like it kind of pauses the movie almost for a second, because it just doesn't feel necessary to me.
Yeah, I think I was just rewatching it actually a couple hours ago, and I was just fucking dying laughing at it. Just that voice is so funny to me.
It's so good.
Yeah, go to your conference. Go to your conference.
Snowflake is not available right now.
Not available? Roger, been waiting all day. I gotta get a shot of his new trick for the evening news.
What, is he sick?
How can I be getting this work done with all the shouting? What for is the shouting? Who the hell is that?
That's,
Heinz gets velvet. I am trainer of dolphins. You want to talk to the dolphin? You talk to me. What happened to the regular trainer? What happened to him? What happened to me? 7 years I'm with Siegfried. We are making the dolphins disappear, and then Roy is coming with the white tiger and the stuffing in the pants, and I'm gone.
where is Snowflake?
Why do you care about the dolphin? Do you know him? Does he call you at home? Do you have a dorsal fin? To train the dolphin, you must think like the dolphin. You must be getting inside the dolphin's head and communicating. I'm saying to Snowflake, "Aga, aga, 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 aga," and he is saying, "Aga, aga," and he is up on the tail. And you can quote him.
All right, it's just about time for Coach Shula's press conference, so why don't I take you folks over that way? We'll let Heinz do his work. Come on.
Go to the conference, go to it.
He's like, why do you want to see Snowflake? You know Snowflake? Do you have a dorsal fin? Like, why do you care so much?
That was funny that line was funny. You have a dorsal fin.
So what I want to do from now on is I want to like pause the movie and then just play that on my phone and then go back to the movie just so I can watch it.
There you go.
This scene with Tone Loc really bothers me because Tone Loc's being pretty cool. And he's like, all right, this is what happened. They did this, they did that, the other thing.
And this is like, I had completely fucking forgot that he was in this movie.
Wow, yeah?
Yeah, him, and I also had no idea that Sean Young was Einhorn.
Oh, yes.
I had no idea that was her, because I mostly only know her from Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit, that's her.
Oh, yeah. She has an amazing sense of humor.
Yeah.
She went all out for this movie. I like that girl.
Hold on real quick. We skipped over something that I wanted to touch on. So Roger Redactor says, if I look like I'm walking funny, it's because I got 24 reporters up my ass. They've been asking me all morning about Snowflake. Would that fucking story be that big of a deal where you have a whole gaggle of reporters showing up berating you? Where's the dolphin? Where's Snow? I mean, it's Super Bowl week. But yet all anyone cares about is this missing fucking dolphin.
Maybe that's what makes this funny, right? Like it's like so absurd. Dude, I got to put his trick on the 6 o'clock news. Where is he? Like, why would I give that to you? What do you mean? That's supposed to be a highlight of the halftime show. Why would I show it to you to play it before I have the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's like, so the whole thing is absurd. Why would I let you see it? It doesn't make any sense.
No.
And why do they know that he has a trick? And who gives a fuck? Right? A dolphin's going to kick
It's a fucking 5-second trick. And then when Ace jumps down in the tank and he starts talking into his sunglasses like it's a fucking tape recorder, they're looking at him like, who in the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, because they don't know he's so eccentric.
Right,
yet.
right. I do like Tone Loc, though. I think Tone Loc did a good job. I thought he was good. Like, his line delivery was good. He didn't feel like a fucking novice. He felt like a real actor. Yeah.
He's a good another. You guys probably haven't seen it. Maybe you, Alex, but I know it's more of a kids movie. But Blank Check. Have you guys ever seen that?
I know what it is. I've never seen it.
Yeah, he's in that, and he's actually pretty good in that too. Like, I'm surprised he wasn't in more, or at least more that I haven't seen, because he's really good.
A lot of rappers successfully got into acting. He got into one of the most iconic movies out there, so that's good.
Yeah.
But just like
even got to have a song for the movie too.
Oh, yeah.
It's right when the credits start to roll.
But it really bothers me in this scene because Tone Loc's being so cool with this guy, and he's giving him all this information that he needs that he's not supposed to tell him. And he's like, listen, if I tell you, will you leave, and all this other stuff? And he knows he has to get away and leave this guy alone or he'll get in trouble. And he still, after getting everything he needs, stays there and talks out of his ass. While this Lieutenant Einhorn, who obviously they hate each other. It's not like the first time she's ever heard of this guy.
So do we want to talk about Sean Young for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. So when this movie came out, I didn't know who the fuck she was.
No.
But since after that movie over the years, I had since retroactively seen a bunch of movies from the 80s that she was in. Like Ghoul said, she was in Blade Runner. She's in a comedy from the early 80s with Bill Murray called Stripes. She was in the original Dune from 1984.
Wow.
She was in an erotic thriller with Kevin Costner in 1987 called No Way Out. She was in Wall Street with Charlie Sheen and Michael Douglas.
Jesus.
No, go ahead. What?
I was gonna say, I heard like a lot of stuff about the original Batman. Wasn't she supposed to be
Catwoman?
That's next in my notes.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Just go with that. Yeah.
So she was originally cast, not auditioned. She was cast to play Vicky Vale in the first Batman.
Right.
She got injured, and they replaced her with Kim Basinger, however you say her last name. So then when the second Batman came out in 92, she really, really wanted the role of Catwoman.
More than anything.
But they never had an audition. So the story goes, and this is a very, very well-known Hollywood story, she showed up at Tim Burton's office on the Warner Brothers studio lot, fully dressed as Catwoman, to audition for him. And apparently, so they say, he hid from her, and she was escorted off the studio lot. And after that, she kind of got blackballed as far as like big projects go.
I didn't know the Batman Returns stuff. I knew the Vicky Vale thing. I didn't know any of that stuff about Batman Returns. That's wild. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Would have been interesting to see her.
Just Google Sean Young Catwoman. You'll see all about it.
The whole story, yeah.
Wow. I wonder how that would have worked.
It would have been amazing.
Yeah.
She would have been great.
Here's a hot take, at least from what I gather people's opinion is. Number one, I'm not that wild about Batman Returns.
Okay.
I think it's okay. And I think
it's a Christmas movie.
I know. And I think Michelle Pfeiffer's performance, at least when she's Catwoman, is kind of annoying, to be honest with you.
I agree with your hot take. I would much rather prefer Sean Young.
1,000%.
I think I'm there too. Because I also don't love those Tim Burton Batman movies either. But
I
I'd
love
agree.
the first one. I can do without the second one, although people seem to fucking love both of them.
I have a very nostalgic sweet spot for that.
No, I get it. I get
Yeah,
it.
I watched it a billion times growing up.
Yeah.
Because I finally had another movie to watch besides the other one I watched 1,000 times.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, wow, you need more stuff. Good. And Penguin and all this stuff. Just so you know, she was also returned in Blade Runner 2049.
2049.
Oh, was she? Wow.
Oh, yeah. Rachel again.
They did like CGI de-aging with her, I think, so she looks like she does from the first one.
Thank God.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. I looked, yeah. I was like, ooh, she's only in her mid-60s too.
That's it?
I think she's only
How
like
old was she
60.
here? Was she one of these people who were 26 and she looked like she was 40?
She was probably... Wait, she was in her mid-60s now or in Blade Runner 2049?
No, now. Yeah,
She's probably 34, I guess.
she's currently 66.
I would look, but I don't have my phone.
That's okay. We'll do it for you. Oh, actually, you won't know that. Now, how do you know that? Because on IMDb it says November 20th with no date.
It does that for a lot of female actors. They don't have...
It's weird. It says that to the right, but to the left in her description it says 59.
Yeah, who said 34? Which one of you said 34? Yeah, you're right. She's 34.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, you said 22.
Yeah, we got to bring back the guessing game points system. So Chris is 5 points.
What was she in Ace for 34?
34.
Yeah, she looks 34.
Yeah.
So just to give a weird coincidence to our review, the last movie she ever did in 2025 was called The Dummy Detective.
Really?
How weird is
That's
that?
weird. Yeah, scroll back through her last 30 years and tell me, other than the Blade Runner sequel, if you recognize one fucking title she's been in.
You're not gonna. So Cannibal Corpse.
Yes!
Wow, you're wearing your Teen Wolf. Is that for Roger Predactor, your shirt?
No, it was just, oh wow, that's a weird coincidence. No, I just threw it on. I just threw it on. So Cannibal Corpse. When this movie came out, I had no clue who they were. I had no clue what type of music they were playing. Because to me, at that point in my life, metal was like Metallica or, bands like that. I didn't know that death metal existed. And the fact that they are in this mainstream Hollywood movie is insanity. But apparently, so the story goes, Jim Carrey was a fan of theirs. So he lobbied to get them in this movie. They were on tour in Europe and couldn't do it. So they rearranged the shooting schedule to accommodate them just so they could get them in the movie.
Wow.
Which is wild. And then that other deleted scene you sent us when he actually gets on stage with them and he starts doing the vocals and shit. It's great. I can see why they cut it out because that might have been a little much for mainstream movie-going fans at that point in the 90s to sit through that much more of Cannibal Corpse than they already showed.
I guess, but you know what? I laughed out loud.
Oh, it's great. I fucking love it.
When he did the belly thing and all that,
yeah.
I was laughing. I thought it was great. It was so funny. And I was like, wow, why is this not in the movie?
Yeah, and then finally, like 10 years later, I got actually into Cannibal Corpse, and this is their album right here that song appeared on. Look at this. It's a fucking zombie eating out another zombie.
Holy
I was going to
shit.
say, is that what's happening here?
Yeah, that's for sure what's happening. That song's called Hammer Smashed Face.
Yeah, is it good?
That's fuck. Well, you heard it. You don't like it because you're not into those vocals.
I was just focused on what was going on.
Oh yeah, dude.
good.
I'm looking at their whole fucking library on CD on my shelf right now.
You have all of their stuff?
All of them. They've been out since '89. 89 they've been around, and they are the longest running and most successful American death metal band of all time. And part of it is due to this movie because after this movie came out, their popularity exploded.
He gets this weird scene about this guy who knows about pet stores. I don't know what the hell that was, but
Well, you know who that is, right?
I said it earlier. What? Oh, Rainer Shine or something like
But
that. Right?
you know, he's also a Dead Man's Party alumni.
Ooh,
Fuck.
that's gonna be tough.
What about this one and this one? Seven Bushes.
Why am I drawing a blank?
God, my cousin Vinny.
Yes,
Oh,
that's him.
Wow,
What?
that's him.
Holy shit.
You never realized that?
No.
Oh
Wow.
my god, that's crazy.
Wow, and I've seen both these movies so many times.
Yeah. A screen?
Dirt and stuff. Dirt and
Wow,
stuff.
that
yeah.
is
Dirt and
holy
stuff.
Just
shit.
shout it out.
Oh my god! Wow.
So Ace goes to this billionaire party. I guess they think he's the guy who kidnapped Snowflake because he has all this equipment. How about when he like shows up there and he walks in and does that like zigzag body movement as he walks through the crowd? Like you can't even like. There are so many nuances of this character that are unexplainable, and you can't even like describe them on a podcast. But anybody who's seen it knows. So
Well, it's funny that you were thinking the same thing when I messaged you a couple days ago about how do we describe his physicality in this movie. You can't do it.
Can't, yeah.
The scenes where he's not talking and it's just totally physical, you can't even describe what he's doing.
Like when he goes to the bathroom and then he turns the sink on and then he does that fucking crazy walk, like crawl thing towards. I must have rewound that like 10 times when I was watching it. I'm like, yeah, but it's what he said. I was like, you can't like, you have to see it in order to know what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying. You can't accurately describe what is happening on screen. Like when he's crawling along the railing, then he jumps over and he's tiptoeing, then he throws his whole body against the wall.
Against the wall as if it's like 300 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you doing that?
You can't describe that and make it funny.
It is so funny.
You have to see it.
Just watch the movie. Everyone in the world should have seen this.
And when he gets to that house and that old man dressed in all white answers the door and he says, "Hi, Captain Steubing, how are Gopher and Dog?" Nobody alive right now, if you're under 35 or 40 years old, is going to get that reference. Do either of you know what he was talking about when he said
Not
that?
at all.
No.
So there was a show in the late 70s and early 80s called The Love Boat. I know you've heard of it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So Captain Steubing was a character on The Love Boat, and this guy looked exactly like him. Face,
Okay.
the way he was dressed and everything. So that's where that came from.
All right.
But shit like that gets so dated.
Oh, instantly.
Yeah.
And then we get to me and Chris, for some reason, stick out part of this movie.
I don't know why.
Dude, it always struck me for some
Me
weird
too.
reason. So, we didn't even mention Courtney Cox is like with him for most of this movie. Or not, I wouldn't say most, but an amount. She's obviously Roger Podacter's partner.
And she wasn't even famous from Friends yet when this came out.
It's weird. Like when she introduces Ace to this billionaire, he goes, "Who is your friend?" And then
She says, "This is my date. He's a lawyer."
wait, this is my date. He's actually my date. He's a lawyer. He's like, okay,
He goes, "Does he have a name, or should I call him lawyer?" I just love the way he says that. Should I call him lawyer?
because it is weird to just say this is my date. He's
Right,
a lawyer.
He's a lawyer, right? And she goes, "I'm sorry. This is Ace, Tom Ace." And just the way Jim Carrey immediately jumps in, so cocky, so confident, "Tom Ace," and sticks his hand out.
It's so
I don't know why. I've always found it fucking hilarious the way he says that.
You look wonderful.
Aw, thanks.
And who is he, a friend?
No, this is my date. He's a lawyer.
But does he have a name, or should I call him lawyer?
I'm sorry. This is Ace. Tom Ace.
Tom Ace. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Kemp.
He just goes with it, doesn't even think about it.
Because he went with it. That's what makes it funny.
Right.
And he did it with such confidence, and like something about Tom Ace is so funny.
Like Alex and I have been referring to this movie as Tom Ace all week.
Tom Ace, Pet Detective. Oh, God. Amazing. Yeah, like Chris said, he scales the wall, goes into this room where there's like a huge tank. He thinks Snowflake's in there, and it's a shark. He gets so scared, and I love the face he makes before he falls back when he looks straight at the camera.
Yeah, you can't describe the face he's doing. It's so, like his face is made of rubber. It's ridiculous.
And the way he gets pulled around by the shark and he keeps swimming in the opposite direction. Like, what's that gonna do? And I guess it's obviously a spoof on Jaws.
Yeah.
Because that girl kind of gets, right?
Right.
Pulled around that way. Yeah, it is just amazing. But somehow he survives. Only his pants get ripped.
Yeah, his whole, yeah. It's super wild.
What are we watching here? He gets out, he goes, "Don't go in there." Woo! And he slaps his pocket that's full of water.
I did not remember that at all, so watch it. Because like I said, I haven't watched this in years. But that fucking, it's the stupid shit. Just is, and that's my wheelhouse for comedy, low hanging fruit. So that kind of shit, like I said, I fucking had to rewind that a bunch of times too. Because I was like,
oh yeah, just like before he goes in that room when he's got the hors d'oeuvres and he picks up that sushi and he licks it, and he starts going. Yeah, spit it out, and then he starts chewing. He goes, "Spicy, isn't it?" Looks at the guy, and the guy's not looking at him, and he keeps sticking his tongue out, covered in chewed up food. Again, you can't describe it because it's the facial expressions he's making. The guy keeps looking away, looking back, looking away, looking back, and then Ace looks away like, "Ooh."
Or even earlier when he's in Courtney Cox's office and
the sunflower seed.
Yeah, holy shit. Don't smoke. I think it's a disgusting habit. And he just has the shit on his teeth.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I wonder how much of this movie's greatness is on paper. That's all I wonder.
Well, that's
shit.
Yeah,
I'd
that's what I mean about.
Maybe half, maybe.
That's what I mean about.
It relies so much on his physicality, his facial expressions,
and improving.
Yeah,
exactly.
we were saying earlier, if this was like Rick Moranis like they wanted to, this is a totally different movie.
Or Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm Oda Mae Brown. What do you mean? Apparently, Jim Carrey invented, "Alrighty then." That was not in the script ever.
Oh, really?
That's what they say.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I
was going to say if he didn't invent it, then he made it popular for sure, because after this movie, everyone started saying that.
Oh, dude. That was my whole life for like 2 years. And then Beavis and Butthead came out, and I'm like, I just keep moving on with the 90s trends. Yeah, so he goes to leave the party, realizes that that guy has a ring that sort of reminds him of the diamond he found in Snowflake's tank. And then he goes on this thing. This is the bullshit part of the movie where, like, he somehow instantly flips to the page in the office of where that diamond is from. It's from the Dolphins 84 AFC championship ring. There's no way. And plus, here's the thing. To be real about it, he would have to check that every single team doesn't have the same rings. Right? Like, you wouldn't know that's just the Dolphin one. Like, how do you know that the NFC champions didn't get that same ring? How do you know? You don't know anything about this. But he instantly, like, it's this, nothing else, whatever. So that's like the movie suspension of disbelief you have to go with. What if they gave that ring out for the last 10 years? You don't even know that. So then you get the montage of him looking for the guy with the right missing stone.
This is a good montage for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does it compete with all 4 or 5 of Rocky IV's montages?
No.
No, it was good. He has guys punch him in the face. He chloroforms, arm wrestles. Yeah. Did you think of Over the Top when you saw that?
No, actually, I didn't when I saw it this week.
Ghoul would have liked Over the Top way more if that happened in the movie.
Probably, actually.
Yeah, he'd be like, wow, he threw him into a table.
Yeah, throwing fucking 20 feet. Yeah.
He pops the guy in the ass with a towel in the shower.
Oh my God.
And then
dude.
bends over just so, because he knows he's about to get his lights fucking punched out. And that's another thing. He knew the guy was going to punch him on the forehead and leave an indentation of the ring, and he would be able to look in the mirror and count the number of stones.
So stupid.
How about the dude in the urinal?
The guy at the urinal, oh my God.
And the little run that he does.
He fucking looks over at his ring. The guy thinks he's looking at his dick. The guy smiles at him, and then Ace is like, "Oh shit," and runs away. And then the guy turns with those
with a twinkle toe walk
and limp hands and starts prancing after him.
Now, is that just a football player with a great sense?
They were all real Dolphins football players.
Oh, I was just about to ask that because I know nothing about this kind of shit.
Yes.
Little known fact, the Dolphins never, Chris mentioned, they never actually won. So it's weird. I guess they had to go with a team that didn't win because obviously you need that blown
They went
kick.
to the Super Bowl that year, but they didn't win.
Right. That year.
That year.
But do you know where they messed up?
Well, yeah, because they called it Super Bowl 17, and it was actually Super Bowl 19 in 84 when they played the 49ers.
Where they messed up is the footage.
Well, yeah, that was from a completely different game, too.
Right.
Right.
They messed that up.
They showed footage from the Super Bowl 17, which was 2 years prior from 84, when the Dolphins played the Washington Redskins. And then in the Super Bowl of 80, well, it was technically 85, but it was the 84 season. In 19, they played the 49ers.
They did not show that footage.
Right. And they also called, in this movie, they referred to the Super Bowl as Super Bowl 17, but that took place 2 years prior.
Yeah. Yeah, weird.
So, yeah, it's kind of weird how they fucked that up unless they did it on purpose for rights reasons or something. I don't know. They never knew people would be podcasting about this movie.
Most don't, just so you know. So,
I wonder if Rewatchables has done this movie.
Nope, they haven't.
Hell yeah.
Ace Ventura finally. Oh, so he's all frustrated that he didn't find anything. He is having a argument, or he's like being a dick to Melissa, Courtney Cox, and he's like, "Your dog looks like it's dying. You're feeding it bad, blah blah." And you finally see. I talked to a hair about what's really going on in Ace's head, but you finally see a humanistic. This is the only truly human side you see when he regrets being an asshole, and he goes, "Hey, I just want to say," and like he looked. I forgot what he says. I forgot how he words it, but he was about to say something normal about being a jerk, and then she got the call that Roger Predactor is dead.
Well, because he called her fatty and saddlebags.
Saddlebags. Yeah, so he went to, and he actually acted like a normal person for about 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all you get. So they go up to Pedactor's place, I guess, and there's blood on the railing, all this other stuff. So then, and when Ace is there, everybody starts mocking him, and that jerk, who's that? What's his name?
The fat dude.
Oh, that fat fuck.
Yeah.
Aquato. He says the dumbest line. He says the dumbest line in this movie.
Oh, the turtle.
Dude. If you were going to say anything, what's the first thing you would say if a toilet flush?
A goldfish. Or
right.
a fish. A fish.
A fish. Right. A turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you get that from?
It's just now clicking to me that he should have said fish. I was, when I heard that, I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
I mean, if you had one of those like tiny baby turtles that are like that big, maybe.
Yeah, but who thinks of those when you think of turtles?
Right. Imagine like a full-size box turtle trying to get flushed down a fucking toilet.
You'd be there all night. Right. It's like, doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
He's an idiot. It's like, make like a tree and get out of here.
Yeah, right.
Right. It's that stupid, right? Well, yeah, how about earlier when he steps on the cockroach and then he goes, "First I'd establish a motive. The killer saw the size of the victim's dick and got insanely jealous."
Yes.
That's still good.
And goddamn it, I know that fat fuck from something else. I'm just drawing a total blank right now.
I agree. He looks very familiar.
Damn it. Wish I had a phone, but it's back here.
Oh, I was wondering why this was going so well. Yeah, so he points out how Roger Predactor was murdered when he was at the door.
I love that part. And then he like lays into him, boom, rapid fire talk, and points out everything that happened. I didn't write it down, but
no, people, if you want to watch the movie, watch the movie.
Oh, he was in the Aguado is in another movie that we reviewed as well.
What is it?
Speed.
Speed. Oh, yeah, duh. He was the bus driver who got blown up.
Yeah, and then this guy just died in 2024.
That guy, the fat guy did?
Yeah, and he was 83, so he must have been fucking...
Oh, God, I'm going to live to 95 then, at least.
That proves you can eat 5,000 calories a day.
Yeah, like, wow.
Live a long life.
Okay, we're good. We're good, guys. So what do you say? Dead Man's Party season 27?
Let's do it.
Can you imagine we're that big of losers? We're still doing this when we're like 74 years old.
And we're still reviewing 70s, 80s, and 90s movies.
We didn't get through them all.
We fucking milked everything down to the bottom.
We're finally at Punisher 1989, guys.
You've been waiting 37 years for
I finally made it. I die mid-episode.
Yeah, Ghoul finally dies.
That's how we're gonna honor Ghoul when he dies of liver failure. We're gonna do the Punisher.
I hear Chris is like 0.5 out of 5 rating, and I just fucking kill over
Yeah,
it.
he still says it sucks even though you're dead.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, well, thank God we didn't do that when he was alive.
But what about when Einhorn shows up at the crime scene and Ace points out the blood spot on the outer railing? What does she do? She immediately fucking dabs her finger in it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the worst? That's the worst fucking detective work ever.
Oh, you know what's also great? He puts that glove on like he's going to do the right thing, and he still touches the railing with his other hand.
Oh my God, I don't know if I noticed that.
I never did till this for the review.
Holy shit.
I always thought it was funny, though, too, the way that they even show Podactor's body being zipped up. Would his body even still be intact? Like, from the way they show the fall?
Oh, it'd pop.
Yes, I mean, he would just be splat, right?
Yeah, he'd be in buckets.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they'd be mopping him up.
What did the guy in Halloween Kills look like?
He was like splat, yeah.
Like a pumpkin smash?
Yeah, yes, exactly. Yeah.
The evil guys tonight. Evil guy. Did I say evil guys?
Evil guys.
Evil guys.
Evil. That's the next thing.
Evil guys tonight.
He just had a stroke, I think.
Oh,
where's I love how Ace is still driving around with that fucking broken windshield.
I was gonna say the bit of him having to put his head out the window every time he's driving
is amazing.
It's awesome. Like,
do you know how many times I use that reference? Like sometimes people say you should drive with Mitch in your truck, and I say, yeah, I'll have my head out the window like Ace Ventura, so I don't have to smell him. And everybody dies. They love that because it's like, oh yeah, we use that joke a lot, way more than we should, about sticking your head out the window like Ace Ventura. So how about when he tells the story to Melissa about when the dog was chasing him? Dude, I used to fall for that every time because I kind of always forgot. And then when he goes, and then the dog sank his teeth into me, right in my neck. And I want you to look right over here. Like that got me every time for like the first 5 times.
that's good, yeah.
I love that. I wonder if she was also not in on it. Like if they didn't tell her what he was going to do, but just stay in character. And that, right? Do you think we got her real reaction, or do you think it was just
I think so, yeah.
I think it's very possible, yes.
Possible, yeah.
And Ace bones her.
Yeah. 4 times at least.
She goes, wow, 3 times. He goes, I must be tired, or something like that.
I did.
You've done 3?
I've done...
In what time span, though?
Like, over the span
8
of, like...
hours?
No, maybe, like, 4 or 5.
Okay. I've done that.
Yeah. When I was 21. It was before... It was right after I had...
Started drinking, right?
Yes, actually, well, it was a night of drinking that led to it.
My record, now this is a cheat because it was aided by pharmaceuticals, but back in 2007 when I first started dating my ex-wife, she worked at a doctor's office, so she had access to all these free samples of shit, and she had Viagra.
Shit.
So on this one Saturday, I woke up in the morning, I took a Viagra, okay? So from like 10 o'clock that morning until 10 o'clock that night, we had sex 7 times, and no, I'm not making this up. And the last 2 times I got off, it felt like I was shooting broken glass.
Oh.
It was horrible. It was not even enjoyable.
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
It was terrible.
Oh,
But it just kept getting fucking hard because of the Viagra.
And your mind was still interested.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it felt good, but then when it was time to blow, it was like, oh, fuck.
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
And even after the first time, you did it one last time?
Yeah, she kept wanting it, dude. Have you all ever had sex in a room where there's animals watching?
Oh, okay, good. That's a good. When I was thinking, one of the things I was like, absolutely not. It makes me like feel weird. Like
I can't say I haven't. There's definitely been times where I've had sex in a room where my dog was in the same room.
that would, yeah.
I had the dog on the bed, dude.
What? What'd you say?
He was laying on the bed.
Oh, why do I feel like I remember you telling this story on Skeleton Crew?
Yeah, the dog was laying on the bed.
Yeah, I did.
That's hot.
So he discovers Ray Finkel in the photo. He says, "Who the hell?" I like when he goes, "Who the hell is that?" She goes, "Who?" And then he says, "Him." Who the hell is that? I love how he does that because it's so funny because, yeah, Ray Finkel was added mid-season and she failed to tell him that he missed the field goal and lost them the Super Bowl that year. So, hey, there might be a guy who's looking for revenge. And it's weird. He lost the Super Bowl that year. And it's weird, right? Because now when we rewatch it, we go, oh, yeah, of course, it must be him then, right? But it's like, no. He lost the Super Bowl. Why would he be upset with anybody? And then you don't know that he blames Dan.
The laces.
Right.
Which is a real thing.
Oh, sure. It would change the
trajectory of the ball. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, no, it's real, but we shouldn't know that. But we've seen the movie, so we do. And then we put it together when we rewatch and go, oh, yeah, of course it's him. But meanwhile, no, why would it be him? Unless you find out that he blames Dan for laces out. Or in, whatever. So, I like when he goes, really?
That's another line that became quotable, the way he said that.
It's insane what a pop cultural phenomenon this movie is. Like, it's really big. It's bigger than most people even know. Because it really changed everything. Like, it changed comedy in a way. It changed, like, what we thought a comedic actor was. No one has ever seen the likes of this, ever. You've never seen a character like Ace Ventura, and you never have since.
No.
Mm.
Nobody has really brought something out of left field like this to a character and actually fleshed it out and was able to insert it in a real world and have it gel with the rest of them. Like, you can't really do something like this and everybody just go along with it. It's not really a thing. And it's really never been done again, ever. Right? I mean, there's assholes in movies like the Cabin Boy thing, but he was just an asshole. Like
yeah.
Well,
now that you say it, I always think of like when you like, because physical comedy thing, like people weren't a thing really until Jim Carrey. Really, I mean, you could argue Pee Wee to a degree.
Oh, duh! You're right.
To a degree, no, nowhere near this.
I think it is. No, that's very near this. That's actually. I'm so sorry. You're right. Pee Wee did this.
Yeah,
you're right.
But I think the likes of it nowadays are like people like. I feel like Ryan Reynolds is like a lesser version of this to a degree. Like mostly not with the physicality, but like the way he delivers the face. Yeah. That's actually a really good point. But, like, the way he delivers lines, especially as, like, because now he's basically made Deadpool, like, just his whole real-life personality. Like, I feel like it takes a lot from, like, how Jim Carrey, like, delivers lines and, like, a lot of, like, this. But he just, it's like a lesser tone, like, less eccentric, but, like, you know what I mean? It has the same kind of, like spark behind it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, there has been nothing like Jim Carrey at all, yeah.
The only similar things you ever got, really, was more Jim Carrey.
Yeah, right, yeah.
With Dumb and Dumber or Riddler or stuff like that. Like,
and then even Liar Liar, he's got a lot of physical. Remember that scene in the bathroom where he's beating the shit out of himself, throwing himself up against the wall, punching himself, all that shit?
Because he won't stop telling the truth?
Yeah. Right, exactly.
I've never actually seen Liar Liar.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
it's,
no.
it's enjoyable. You
Yeah,
should
I've never
watch it.
seen it. Yeah, I'll have to give it a check. But even I know this is kind of one of her lesser ones, but like Bruce Almighty, he does a lot of that shit too.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right. You're right.
yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it's weird how no one's been able to like perfectly
No.
like match this.
Mm-mm. Ryan Reynolds probably the closest.
Yeah.
You're right. That is a good call. That's probably the best I've seen since. But yeah, nope. Just him. Weird. Weird, right? Really weird. Because you would think like there's so... No one has really fleshed out such a bizarre person like this.
Yeah.
Ace heads over to Ray Finkel's parents' house.
Now, you recognize the mom from other stuff, right?
Yeah, I saw a lizard in my backyard. It looked the same. Why, is that what you meant? Her lizard eyes went their two different directions.
No, I didn't. I didn't actually pick up on that.
Mm-hmm. No, dude, look at those eyes. They are not centered.
She's the librarian in the opening scene of Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, I knew you were going to say
wow.
Yeah.
So what do you think of this whole thing where the mom thinks he's coming home? He hasn't been home in years. He's mental institution. He escaped from there or whatever. His whole room, that's out of a horror movie.
Dude, it's like fucking, it's exactly what I thought. It's like out of fucking Seven. Is that what you're going to see? Yeah.
Did you really? Oh my god.
Oh my god. I was going to say 7. I didn't think anybody would, so I let you talk.
As soon as I saw it on this watch, I'd never thought that before, but this time I was like, that looks like something to be straight out of 7.
Yeah.
Out of 7, right.
Yeah. Would you guys believe me if I said I had a room in that house, except it was about Flea?
Jesus.
The fucking hate shrine to Flea.
The hate shrine is amazing. I love the fact that he has full-on machetes dug into fucking Dan Marino jerseys. Like, that is a wild.
And his mom doesn't bat an eye at this. She's like, he should die of gonorrhea and rot in hell.
That's so, I forgot she even said that. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
And just the deadpan way that she says that.
And she just sits there endlessly baking football cookies.
Yeah, she looks around, she goes, what a sports nut, huh?
Laces out. Yeah, like she totally, like, why would you still bake these cookies? Your son is 34 years old.
And the dad knows she's fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Because he said, what's he say? She's
The engine's on, but there's no one behind the wheel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love how he has a projector that's just sitting there, queued up for his own kick. Why?
Why would you want to relive that?
Endlessly. Right. Why is that queued up? So what, every time he turns it off and seethes for an hour, he rewinds it?
Yeah.
Like, so weird.
Psychotic, man. Just what crazy people do. They're fucking on that's what I'm looking for here.
Alex would be like Tommy Morrison wanting to rewatch the fight against Ray Mercer over and over and over and over.
Yeah, what would he blame there?
His glass chin.
How about when Ace runs over 2 police officers because Dan Marino was kidnapped from a commercial? Like,
now you know that commercial thing was real, right?
Oh, wow, really?
Oh, yeah. Dan Marino did isotoner glove commercials for years. Late 80s, early 90s. That was his thing. He was like their spokesperson, especially like in football season. They would show his commercials all the fucking time.
They went that meta with it that did they even tackle him like that in the commercial?
No, but the isotoner thing was real. Like, he was their spokesperson for years. And funny enough, that's the same brand of gloves that O.J. Simpson was wearing when he apparently didn't slaughter his ex-wife and that waiter guy.
Yeah, strange how they never found the killer yet.
I don't know. He's still out there.
They haven't found that particular killer somehow. I am very disappointed that OJ did not have a video confession in a lockbox that he said to open up at his at the where they do the lawyer
God.
thing.
Can you imagine that? If he had some videos like, fuck all of you, I did everything.
Yep. You were a bunch of dumb motherfuckers.
He might. It might just have to be a certain number of years after his death, because some people do that. They say, like, oh, it has to be, like, X amount of years after I die, you can release this thing. So you never know.
Oh, I would do it the next day.
He wrote a book called If I Did It, and detailing how he would have done it had he committed the murders.
How crazy is that?
I forgot about that.
That is, dude, that's beyond fucking insanity.
That's beyond saying, assholes, I did it.
That's pulling your pants down and mooning everyone and saying, fuck you, I did it, but I'm not admitting to it.
And you can't get me for it, because he's already been, he's
already been exonerated.
I didn't do it, but if I did, here's how I did it. Like, that's the biggest fuck you to society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
God,
I
people are
can't
dumb.
believe there was, well, I can because I'm sure there was a lot of money involved, but I was going to say, I can't believe there was a legit publishing house that agreed to release that book.
Why would you be a part of this?
That thing probably made tons of money, though.
We should look up how many sales it did.
I would, but I don't have a phone.
Oh, well, it's okay. We'll get to it later. and then we'll do how many sales it did after he died. So, yeah. How about when Ace catches a bullet in his mouth?
No, I was just going to say, that's when this movie turns from absurd into a cartoon.
Yeah. It could have existed in reality until that moment, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. Now, we all know that the story behind Dumb and Dumber's chipped tooth is that Jim Carrey actually had a chipped tooth, and he pulled his thing out so that, because he thought it would be funnier for the character.
Right.
I used to believe he put a black thing there, like a cap or whatever, that made it appear that it wasn't there. But then I found out that it really was chipped. Why wouldn't you think that after he caught the bullet in his teeth, it would have been a great opportunity
to bring that back?
No, but it would have been the first time.
Oh, because this came out before it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Weird.
It wouldn't have been like he ruined Dumb and Dumber. That never existed.
Yeah.
So it would have been just for the second half of the or whatever last third of the movie as a chipped tooth. It kind of would have been a great opportunity to use your thing, but he didn't do it. Weird, right?
Yeah.
It just seems like something I would have thought of as an actor. I would have said, "Hey, listen, I have a chipped tooth. You think it would be funny if I did that?" And then all of a sudden, I had like a tooth missing.
Don't you have a similar thing?
I have a crack when I landed my face first on the floor when I did the kid and play jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that at a Halloween dance.
Yeah, if you have the thing, you can make your own movie and incorporate that.
What a fucking great visual. You try to do the kid and play jump and landing on your fucking face.
Dude, I remember running to the bathroom and looking at my teeth to make sure they're still there.
How old were you? Like 41?
13. Oh, you always do that, dude. You gotta stop. Anyway, so he tells Einhorn about Ray Finkel. And of course, as you rewatch this, you just stare at her face to see her reactions, right? Because you're like, wow, what does she think that he knows, like, about you? But he doesn't know it's you. So she starts making out with Ace. And then he says, your gun is digging into my hip. How great is that now? Knowing the ending.
Well, that's he also he references it when he's in the later.
Your gun's digging into my hip. That is so funny, dude. He thought it was a gun.
That must have been a super fucking hard erection.
Yeah, how hard was it that you thought it was a piece of iron? Maybe her boyfriend worked at the pharmacy like Kelly Taylor. What would possess her to make out with him? Like, she hates this guy.
Well, apparently, as we learn at the end of the movie, she's kissed every guy in the fucking precinct.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
what's that all about, too?
Fuck if I know. And never mind. We'll get to that later. I don't know why she would have kissed him.
And maybe a weird revenge thing with her. Like, she's like, ha ha.
trying to take his mind off what he thought he was thinking or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But here's what doesn't make sense about her character. Obviously, everybody knows this movie. She's obviously a tranny, right? So here's the thing. Just because you are that are you attracted to men? The only reason she's a transsexual is to totally throw everyone off track.
It's a disguise, really.
That it's not Ray Finkel.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's get Christian on the horn real quick. I mean, he's a tranny.
Oh my God. He's gonna I'm gonna stop listening to these guys. Yeah. So in true, I know we shouldn't overthink this, but in reality, Ray Finkel only became a transsexual, and he didn't even chop off Mr. Winky either. He only got those breasts that he did over the weekend, like Ace says. That could have been done over the weekend. Grew his hair long, and that's about it, right? So that's all you have to do at this point for where she is at this point. Why would she make out 57 guys just because you're making believe you're a woman to get away from... And why is he going through such lengths to hide his identity? Because he escaped a mental institution? Who cares?
And why did he become a fucking police chief or detective, whatever the fuck?
How do you get that high up from a fake credentials?
Wouldn't you want to fucking completely disappear from society, basically?
Yeah,
it's very weird, right? Like, it really doesn't make any sense. In a character standpoint, nothing about it, makes sense.
And it's all just for the payoff of basically is like waiting to see. He's waiting to strike when Dan Marino's going to be in another Super Bowl. Yeah, right. So what if that never fucking happened?
Yeah, what if they weren't that good anymore?
Yeah, or what if Marino had like a fucking career-ending injury?
Then what would you do with this girl persona? It is bizarre.
It's a very strange turn.
And I'm sorry, looking at those pictures of Ray Finkel, he could have never been Sean Young.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, that's real work there.
I don't know, man. When that dog laid down on that picture and the dog's hair like framed his face, looked just like Sean Young to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I would have picked up on that too if I was Ace. My God.
Yeah, he immediately knew it from seeing that dog's hair spread over Ray Finkel's face.
Amazing.
Even with the fucking mustache.
He still put it together.
Yeah.
Let's look at the other aspect of this whole thing. So you're telling me that Ray Finkel looked in the newspaper, he saw that there was a missing hiker, or whatever that was, and then said, let me go look for her photos somewhere in like the microfiche in the library or something, like, or maybe they put it in the newspaper. Who knows? Where do you get pictures of people that are missing in 1994, right? Or whenever.
Ghoul, are you old enough to even know what microfiche is?
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
Okay.
So only from these photos, mind you, photos. Not videos, nothing. Still shots, probably face forward, whatever. This guy was able to go to a plastic surgeon and have him say, he went to the surgeon and said, hey, make me look like this woman, grew his hair out, put breast implants in over the weekend, and somehow just waltzed back into, I guess he looked up where she lives? Or he just went to the police and goes, hey, I'm Lois Einhorn.
I'm alive.
And then she was sent back to her family or whatever the hell situation. And nobody went, you're not Lois Einhorn. I know Lois Einhorn.
Yeah, not even like, you look a little different? No, nothing.
Your shoulders are about 8 inches wider. Just imagine a guy that big or whatever with a mustache and everything just like went to a plastic surgeon, kind of resembled this woman, and then went back to work as a police chief and just played it all off, and nobody thought anything about his voice or his mannerisms or his personality or anything.
Oh, I didn't even think about the voice. Jesus.
Yeah, how could he have copied it? How could he have gotten anything right?
But that too, but also, I mean, if you think about not just the adaptation of like the identity, but even you just saying like her becoming a police chief, like, or him becoming a police chief, like that's like dedication. You have to go through the whole fucking rank of being a cop. So there was like there could be a Ray Finkel prequel where it's her or no, a Lois Einhorn prequel where it's her as a female police officer working her way up all the way to the top. Like, this is a very
he just walks into the office like, yeah, I know what I'm doing.
I was going to say I knew exactly what to do, no questions asked.
Yeah.
Never made any mistakes. Yeah.
Just a weird ass concept.
Looked so similar that all it took was the dog laying on the photo of Ray Finkel, and Ace Ventura immediately recognized.
That's it. Lois is Einhorn. Einhorn is Lois. Yeah. I mean, duh. Finkel, not Ein. It's the same person.
Lois is Einhorn.
Yeah,
Lois
I was
is
right about
Einhorn.
something. But yeah, wild that he could have just strolled into this life of hers and nobody batted an eye at it. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess you're her. Wow, good job from those still pictures in the fucking newspaper. Yeah, that was out of this world.
Now, Alex, if you had to compare the two, which would you say is the best reveal, this or Sleepaway Camp?
Oh, come on.
Well,
like what? Like I was gonna say, when you guys first saw this, were you expecting that to go anywhere? Like,
no, not at all. I'd say they were both completely unexpected. But when I saw Sleepaway Camp for the first time when I was 12, my brain literally shot out of my fucking skull.
Everything shut down while I stared at that for the next 20 seconds. Like and I heard the yeah, dude. I did not get that reaction out of this movie. Not to disparage this movie.
They should have had Einhorn doing that.
Yeah. So yeah, he goes to mental institution. We get this amazing slow motion gag and reverse and everything like that. He must have
that is so fucking funny.
He must have practiced that. Like
he's
50
wearing
times.
a fucking ballerina's tutu thing. His hair is fucking bozoed out the hair. Here we go. Here's another Ghostbusters alumni. The doctor in the psychiatric ward. He's the mayor in Ghostbusters.
yes, okay, all right,
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, we got 2 Ghostbusters alumni in this movie.
That's
Wow.
crazy. I wonder if they like hooked up and said, "Hey man, how you doing?" At the craft service table.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
But when Ace does the slow-mo, when he catches the imaginary football and catches it and does the whole slow-mo, and then he goes, what's he say? Let's do that in reverse, or let's run that one backwards. And he does the whole thing in reverse. That is physical comedy genius, dude.
Yeah.
Because it really does seem like they're doing it in reverse. Because as he gets back towards the couch and he does that, and then sits back down on the couch, he's like,
Because the way he turns his head to look at them.
yeah, the way he looks at them is fucking incredible. And he starts doing that babbling shit. Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. Yeah, he plays a real good mental institution patient.
Easy for you to say.
I didn't really plan on how I was going to say that. Mental patient. Yeah, because there's a mental patient.
There you go.
Hey, listen, we are how long into this? I'm on number 6.
I'm on number 7.
Oh, God. Well, I talk too much.
Mike's Hard Lemonade, 0 sugar. I'm going to shit my brains out later.
Oh my God.
So Ace goes in the storeroom at the mental institution and finds Ray Finkel's journal, and he starts flipping through it. And it's just like in The Shining, where it says all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy over and over and over.
Yeah.
It says laces out, laces out, laces out. Page after page after page, written 5,000 different ways.
Can you imagine being that mental and just writing that over and over in a book? Like, what the hell are you doing?
And something else I picked up on this scene on this watch that I never thought about before. So is it the doctor or an orderly comes into the room?
Yes.
And so he tries to hide in that box. He can't quite fit in there, but just the way he's trying to cram himself in there and then completely busts out. It's almost like a mild precursor to the Rhino scene in the sequel when he has to like squeeze his whole fucking body out of that hole in the Rhino. It's almost like they saw that and they're like, we can make this like 1,000 times funnier.
That rhino scene,
Oh my god.
another laugh out loud thing. I just saw it the other day.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. And I love how everyone's watching. If people weren't watching, it would have been not nearly as good.
And Ghoul doesn't know what we're talking about because he
No,
hasn't seen that one.
I know that scene, and I know
Oh, okay.
what's it called when he gets the arrows in the legs. I know that.
Yeah, and he
and he's
points to his leg.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that. And then I know the Monopoly guy bit.
You must be the Monopoly guy.
Yeah.
So-
Did they put the second one on Netflix like they just did the first one?
Yeah, I told you. They're both.
Yeah, Alex.
Oh, did you mention that? Oh.
Yeah, he said that.
Here.
Dip
Yeah,
shit.
here we go. Yeah, gotta bring that back.
You know, Hogan's in Gremlins too, you know.
I didn't fucking hear you.
Is he in the first one or the second one?
The funniest part about that whole scene was Alex's reaction when I called him dipshit. Alex goes, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, he just said it's on Netflix. Dipshit.
How long ago did you say that?
At the beginning of this show.
2 hours, almost 2 hours ago.
You can't expect me to remember that long ago. Come on.
Oh, God.
By the standards of the, I had to hold off on drinking today until we started, so I could have been well fucked if I really was. Yeah.
I think we all do. We're pretty good about this. We like to let the audience hear our slow decline.
Our progression into a drunken stupor.
I had to turn the secret plan show off halfway through because I sound awful.
So, yeah, that's when he's in the mental institution, that's when Ace sees the thing that the hiker has been missing, Einhorn. So he's like, why the hell would this guy have a thing about Lois Einhorn? And she's missing, and I know her, and why would Ray Finkel have that? So it is a mind effort to, like, put all that together. Like, what the hell is this? How does this all connect? So then, you know, he's thinking Finkel and Einhorn, Einhorn and Finkel, Finkel and Einhorn, Einhorn, Finkel, Finkel, Einhorn. And then the dog lays on a picture of Finkel, and it puts, like, Jan Brady hair on each side of him. It's like, well, why? Okay, so it's Finkel with hair on the sides of him. And I guess it was a Yorkshire Terrier doing it, so that it was a perfect, like, hair. And he put it together that, Rafe... Now, would you guys... is it possible to watch a dog lay on a photo of a man and realize that this man must have had a sex change and become Lois Einhorn? Like, am I stupid or an asshole for questioning this? Why would that make sense?
Well, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it wouldn't. For a movie like this, that's just weird. Yeah.
Well, they also showed Tone Loc's character finding a note in Einhorn's desk.
Yes.
Was that before this?
Yes. It showed him snooping around in Einhorn's desk and found a note from Robert Predactor that said, "Thanks for a wonderful evening."
I still don't know if I could have ever put this together.
No.
It's just so absurd, right?
This is completely... I was going to say,
go ahead.
if you guys notice, like when this, I think it's at the beginning of this scene, when Ace is lying on the couch, he has the parrot on his, I'm pretty sure, it's some bird or whatever, on his chest. Do you see what the bird is doing?
No.
It's eating seeds out of Ace's belly button.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now.
I never noticed that until this time watching. I was like, what the fuck?
I still have not.
That's funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when he realizes that Finkel is Einhorn, they start playing the song "The Crying Game" by Boy George. Do either of you all get that?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, well, a lot of people, because that was so long ago, a lot of people wouldn't get that if they're not familiar with this movie.
That was only like a year or two before this movie, right?
I believe The Crying Game came out in 92, and this came out in January of 94 or February of 94.
Really funny that they would like reference it that quick.
So we get to this amazing montage.
Oh my God, it's so fucking good.
Dude, when he realizes he made out with a guy.
Einhorn is a man.
Could you imagine? What would we all do if we realized that we made out with a chick and then somehow we found out that she was actually a guy?
I'd start jerking off.
You'd be like, God, that was so.
I can't believe I did that. Holy shit, how lucky.
If I had known sooner, I would have gone faster.
Will from Stranger Things would be like, holy God, I knew it. I knew it all along.
I don't get that reference.
You don't want to.
Yeah, it's no.
He immediately goes and makes himself throw up. He's squirting toothpaste into his mouth like it's fucking whipped cream. He takes a plunger. It goes. The way he turns his head to the side and does that plunger back and forth and pukes some more.
The burning clothes and the shower fucking kill me because that's like
burns his clothes.
And it's like comically dark of like the shower part because of like just like what you know about like things like that, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, normally it's like what a rape victim does.
Correct. Yeah, so like to do that, but like it's really funny.
Oh, it's hysterical.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
And he's like in horror.
Yeah.
He gets in the shower to like quote wash it all off.
And then the next scene, he has a bowling ball in his mouth of gum.
There's like 20 pieces.
Oh my God.
Something about the way he throws up and the plunger, though, just gets me every fucking time. Good God. He plunges his mouth like it's down in his guts, and he's trying to just like get it all out of him.
What an amazing like sensibility he has about
Oh
it
my
all.
God.
So good.
And then it mimics what the cops, like all the cops do at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah,
They all just start barfing over the edge.
Yeah,
of
Tone Lokes is the best.
He's like scraping his tongue off.
He's like, ah.
That shows that she fucking made out with every goddamn cop in that precinct. That's so bizarre.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And like the Ghoul said when he's like looking at her to like trail her, he goes, "Your gun's sticking it in my hand." Meanwhile, he said that. He's like mocking himself.
Yeah, like you fucking
because
tricked
of
me.
what it really, because of what it really meant. So did you guys notice that when he's like trailing Einhorn, like she's walking more manly now? Did you realize that they?
No, I didn't pick up on that.
No.
They changed everything about her now. They must have told Sean Young, well, now the cat's out of the bag, so you have to start giving signs that you're a dude. Yeah, he follows Einhorn.
Einhorn?
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Now I think we jumped the shark. So he follows Einhorn. So Ace drops like a empty bucket on a guy and he gets knocked out and there's like nothing in the bucket. Do you know that? So you ever hear about what happened? Those two like goons where Marina goes, "Hey guys, whatever she's paying you, I'll double it." And then Ace like swings that big thing into them and like knocks them out. Did you hear what they really filmed?
Yes. They were going to have those guys' heads knocked completely off from that fucking hook. Like
really?
Decapitated.
Wow.
And they thought that was too dark, so they didn't do it.
That's wild. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have liked that.
I would have liked that.
Oh, it'd be well. It's no worse than him catching a bull in his teeth. I mean, it's a cartoon at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you can give like a comedic like decapitation, go for it, please.
Right.
Go Friday 8 with it.
How about when he's like, you know, going back and forth with Einhorn, and he goes, "Oh, because you blew the big kick," and she goes, "What would you know about pressure?" And he goes, "Well, I have kissed a man."
There was one other small bit in this that I was dying laughing at, is when he gets into the little raft and he uses that stupid fucking little fan as like as a motor. Yeah.
To go, what, 8 inches to the right?
Exactly, yeah. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
So stupid. That's right up there when he like climbed the gate and then just hopped back over it.
Right.
Like he scaled the side of the gate earlier. So she talks about the laces out thing, and Marino shakes his head, and they act like it's a... the announcer, when he mentions how he blew the kick, they all allude to that the laces were not in. So that means that this whole thing has been nonsense.
They say that?
Yeah, the announcer says, and the laces were out. I don't see what was wrong. And then she says laces were in, and you see Marino just shakes his head. No, it wasn't.
Oh, fuck, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, this is...
Nope, I can hear that now that you said that. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Now, why does she kiss Marino? Because she kisses everyone else?
I guess so.
Final shame, like, hey, you kissed a man. Now I'm gonna kill you.
Maybe that's her way of, like, effing everybody over.
Yeah.
Like, I'm making you all kiss a guy that you think is a girl.
I put my hand over my mouth so I didn't say it.
Ghoul has no shame. Yeah, right? She just does it to screw with people who have no idea what's really happening.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Because she probably knows eventually they're going to find out.
Would you ever admit it to anybody if you kissed a guy that you thought was a girl?
Fuck no.
At this point in my life, yes, because I would think it would be funny. When I was younger, no fucking way.
You would take it to the grave when you were younger.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I did it now, I probably couldn't get on my phone fast enough to text people.
You won't believe what just happened.
I just fucking French kissed a guy.
And they'd be like, why would you do that?
Yeah, what was the story?
Well, he was hot. What do you want me to do?
He wore a skirt. He had boobs.
Exactly.
I just thought it was a chick, I guess.
Amazing.
Can't really say. Well, I have kissed a man. That's so great. Why would he just say that? What do you know about pressure? Well, I
have kissed a man.
It's just funnier than we even know.
Well, when she screams, the laces were in, the dolphin comes up out of the water. It was supposed to, the dolphin was supposed to come up out of the water and knock the gun out of her hand, which they practiced and successfully did. But when it came time to shoot,
are you joking?
The dolphin wouldn't do it. So they eventually just had to settle on Ace knocking the gun out of her hand.
Oh, all right.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That makes a lot more sense now. No, that would have been like the payoff for the trick. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That makes a lot more sense.
Wow. Good point. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that makes way more sense now.
They had the dolphin knock the gun out?
Yep.
Man, that's the only thing good about today. CGI would have got it done. But, yeah.
The expense of it looking like shit.
Well, not today, not really. But, okay, so all the cops show up, and they're gonna, shoot. She keeps saying, shoot him. That's not what we do, unless we have to
shoot him. Yeah, that's not what happens.
He's not killing you at the moment. I can't shoot him. So basically, this is where Ace gets the opportunity, like he always does, to convince everybody of what's really happening here. And he's telling everyone she's a guy, and nobody has any major reaction, because I guess even though all the guys who made out with her still are like, what are you talking about? It's not a guy. While he's explaining everything, did you guys ever in your 20 watches stare at just Sean Young during this?
Almost every fucking time I watch this movie.
Yeah.
Right? Because you wonder, what is she gonna do while he's sitting there in this diatribe, right? So all she could do is stand there and huff and puff and do this weird twitching.
And the faces she's making and her body, it's so fucking weird.
Because what else is she going to...
Right, stand there with her legs crossed. Yeah, she can't stand there just like a fucking cardboard cutout. She's got to do something. But her face, she's just looking all over the place, and it's so fucking bizarre.
It's like she's not even herself anymore.
Right. Yeah, she entered this weird fucking alternate, it's like she becomes almost fucking wasted or something immediately. It doesn't even have control of her body.
Yeah, it seems very weird.
Facial expressions. Yeah. It really jumped out at me on this watch, though, the other night when I was watching it. So I was watching her face, and it was just what is she fucking doing?
Right. You have to do something. And that's what she chose. She kind of chose, well, what am I going to do while he's going on and on? I have to act like I'm having a mental breakdown.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, does she stand there wondering if he's really going to out her? Is she thinking, He has nothing. He'll never.
Based on her facial expressions, it looks like she's completely separated from reality and is not even connected to what's happening in front of her at the moment.
Not even considering what I'm saying.
No.
Right.
Yeah, I will say, dude, her body is banging.
Yeah, she looks good.
She looks
That's what-
great. She
that's
looks
what-
great.
Like, even in the credits, like, I know she's introduced in the opening credits as Sean Young. I missed that. The second time, I was like, who is, like, the second time watching this week, I was like, who is this chick? And I was like, that's fucking Sean Young. And I was like, that's fucking Blade Runner? Like, what?
So are you like immensely familiar with Blade Runner, the first one?
Yes, very
Okay,
much.
see, I've only seen it one time.
That's like,
And you still didn't recognize her?
she's completely, she looked like,
Wow.
I mean, it's 12 years removed, but honestly, what does 12 years
Right.
look like on a person? But
Right.
maybe because she just looks purposefully different in that movie because she's supposed to be a fucking android.
Like an android, yeah.
But
Oh.
I was so shocked when I was like, this was her, because I was like, whoa.
Yeah, she looks fucking
I was like,
awesome.
wow.
I know.
Yeah.
I think she's great in this.
Yeah, she is very good.
You want to hear something that maybe nobody else in the world ever considered?
Please.
Do you ever notice the irony of her real name in this movie?
Hold on.
She has a boy's first name.
Right.
Oh,
She has a guy's name.
Yeah.
Sean. How many girls do you know are named Sean?
there's some out there, but not a lot.
Yeah.
Really? You've heard of other girls named Sean?
Over my lifetime, yes, absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, I'm sheltered. I've never in my life known a girl named Sean. That's a dude. And even could you ever spell a girl SHAWN? Or
No,
is that
no.
just a guy?
If it's a girl, it's got to be SEAN.
But who holds a little baby and goes, let's name her Sean?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was a thing at one point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, to a degree, each of our first names also is
Oh, mine's completely, yeah, absolutely.
Well, mine's not really. It's Alexander.
Yeah.
Well, but Alex can be either or.
Yeah.
Alex.
I don't know many girls named Ghoul though, but
Two, I think I know.
No, but for real, your real
Yeah.
name though. We all three have names that can be a guy or a girl.
yep.
Dude, no offense. Ghoul, your name is my mom's name.
Your mom's name is
See, you did it again. Just like I said Alexander.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's Patricia. Yeah.
Pat Edwards, wow.
That's wild. Also, I can't believe that I actually just said my own name out loud. That's wild.
Don't ever do that again.
I
Do you want me
can't.
to reverse it on the show?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
please.
fucking mix it or whatever you do
Yeah.
to that shit.
That's wild, Alex, that you say that because I just finished a bottle of Coke with a name on it.
Oh my God.
Don't say it.
Oh my God. My mom's name.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
That can't be real. Do you guys see this yet?
No, please, please expand on it some
Because you
more.
haven't been living it for 2 years, right?
Yeah, someone just recently died from this movie that Udo Kier, he just passed away about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
No, it was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Udo was like literally, I think, December.
You talking about the rich guy from this movie?
Yeah.
I thought it was November of 23.
No, that was Mark Margolis.
Right.
Isn't that, yeah, no, he
Oh,
he
okay.
Udo died November 23rd, 2025.
Wow. Okay. Damn.
He's gone, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Okay. So glad you said this. Do you know what's funny about him? So, like when you're a rich billionaire and you act sophisticated, you have that accent, whatever the hell it is. Do you guys know what?
Yeah.
I'm not good at that. I don't know what his accent is.
He's like kind of German, I think.
Okay. Oh,
that's like
yeah.
that's like his real voice.
Okay, yeah. So with all that, right? You think that anything you say is acceptable because it sounds good, right? But when he walks up to Melissa and he goes, "The fish. Sometimes I just stare at them and I whatever the fuck he says, like I forget something. She just like looks at him like
Okay.
Buddy, what the fuck are you saying?
like he thinks like he could just get away with anything because he sounds
Because that's how it normally is in movies, though. If you have like a suave foreign accent like that, chicks in movies just like melt. Like they just start rubbing their clits as soon as you start talking.
You could say anything that's even kind of eccentric or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you have that, like, everyone just goes along.
So Ace tells all the cops Finkel is Einhorn, Einhorn's Finkel. Tries to pull her fucking hair off. Won't come off.
Oh, that's so great. It's really on there.
Yeah. Rips her shirt open to expose those amazing breasts.
That could have been done over the weekend.
Rips her pants off, and of course, she's conveniently got her legs tucked or crossed.
Mm-hmm.
So that means while he was doing all this, she probably tucked it in and we didn't notice it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. How long did she have her dick tucked between her legs?
Yeah. What does she think? She's in Science of the
Yeah,
Lambs?
so hell of like a Buffalo Bill style fucking tuck job.
She's standing there in a bra and underwear. Who is it that points it out? Is it Tone Loc?
It's Dan Marino.
Oh, Dan Marino. Dan Marino. He goes, "Hey, Ace." And he walks over there and they whisper something, or he whispers something to him, right? And then Ace walks over behind her. Ace walks over to Einhorn, spins her around.
And there's this meat and potatoes.
And you can see this giant cock tucked between her legs up against her ass. Dude, I would kill to have that size of a dick.
That you could tuck it, it would still come out
It
that much?
still looked like that. Yes.
Right. Did you guys notice the glaring flaw with this scene?
No, but I can't wait to hear
Are
it.
you gonna say how come all the cops in the back didn't see?
Yes, I am.
Because
Dude, there were like 7 cops standing behind Dan Marino at that moment.
yes.
How did all of these detective cops not notice a bulge in the ass of a woman? So yes, those cops should have all seen this, but only Dan Marino sees it for whatever reason. Well, he's used to looking at guys' asses, right? For the guy who hikes that ball to him.
He's like, "Oh, fuck, I've never seen that before."
Even a guy doesn't have that back there. And then he goes, "It's either the worst case of hemorrhoids." Did he say something like that?
Yeah.
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Winky.
And everyone starts barfing over the railings. Like, oh.
So good.
You want to hear something funny about the Mr. Winky thing? So, Gabe Brown, who I work with, like 25 years ago, not quite 25 years ago, but damn close, her nickname for me was Mr. Winky. But today, she swears she has no memory of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Winky.
And I like how Marino says, "Ace, you got any more of that gum?" He goes, "That's none of your damn business, and I'll thank you to stay out of my personal affairs." You're a weird guy, Ace. Weird guy.
Oh,
That's none of your damn business, and I'll thank you to stay out of my personal affairs.
Dude, I've wanted to use that line so many
That's
times, but I never.
great.
I should say it when someone asks me a simple question.
Just, anything.
Yeah,
That's none of your damn business, and
yeah.
please stay out of my personal affairs.
Absolutely.
Hey, dude, are you going to work this weekend? That's none of your damn business. I can say my personal affairs. Yeah, like it's the I could actually
You can
cram that
say
in
it
somewhere.
anything. Anytime someone asks you a question, you
Yeah.
can say that.
Do you have any more gum? That's a personal question. You clearly gave Dan some gum already. He's chewing it. But he can't know if there's more.
Right.
And how about the biggest faux pas of the movie? Why the hell is Einhorn still wearing that AFC ring?
That makes
Yeah,
zero sense.
Yeah, because he wasn't wearing it at all until that end of
Did
the
you
movie.
really notice that?
I noticed it my second watch. Or was she?
He did not. He wasn't wearing it the whole time.
Yeah, he wasn't wearing it the whole time because it's like so prominent at the end because he takes it off. That's why. And then you're like, oh well, she never had it on. Like it was never noticeable. And yeah, you know what I mean.
But it is a great ta-da ending, right? Like, yep, and here's the missing stone.
Absolutely.
It is great in that sense.
But also, are these guys wearing their Super Bowl rings all the time? Because like,
Yeah, no. Whoa. Yeah, go ahead, Chris. Tell
I
him.
was going to say some of them do.
do they?
Oh, No, that's not what I was going to say.
No, go ahead.
That's not a Super Bowl ring.
It's an AFC. It's an AFC championship.
Whatever. Are these people wearing their champion rings all the time?
No, not that kind of ring. No.
Yeah.
That's what they would keep in their sock drawer in a fucking box.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I like I love the montage of him going and trying to find it, but that's not.
None of those motherfuckers have been wearing that ring.
Right, yeah.
Well, no, because that's like saying, yay, we came in 4th place.
Right.
Why would you wear that? Like, what asshole would you have to be? Or what a loser, right? Like, hey, this is my biggest accomplishment. Let me who would even tell anybody that? Like, would you want to wear it? And somebody goes, wow, what ring? Was that a Super Bowl ring? And you go, huh, no, we won the AFC that year. Oh, yeah, and then we lost in the Super Bowl.
Well, no, fuck, I just said 4th place. That's not right. It would have been 2nd place because they actually made the Super Bowl, but they lost.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm drunk.
Either way, it means you're not the winner. Ring.
Right.
2nd is still not.
You're right.
1st.
But yeah, no one is wearing. I mean, I bet there are some people who would.
Now, I will say, when I was in 3rd grade, you all used to have play day at school, right? Or field day or whatever you all call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I was in 3rd grade and we had the 50-yard dash, I came in 3rd place and I got a ribbon. I was so proud of that thing because I was chubby and I was never fast, but somehow I came in 3rd in that race and I got a 3rd place ribbon and I was like, fuck yes!
Wow.
I still have it in a fucking scrapbook somewhere. I'll send you all a picture of it.
That's awesome.
I'm so glad we made you Vern on our Stand By Me show.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Except I didn't get ripped like he did in Scream 2.
No, you didn't. I think I love you, so what am I so afraid of? It's a love I'm just not sure of.
Great
One
movie.
of the cringiest scenes ever.
Yeah, great movie, cringy scene.
And they thought that they could just play it off. You didn't. You did not. You think you had it like that you could just be weird but still be cool? No.
I'm glad he died. Fuck that guy.
Just awkward. So the whole end gag is Ace finds that pigeon again and he goes to take it off the Gatorade thing and then the guy just swats it away and pours Gatorade. The mascot.
Like, I love when in a movie or a TV show when someone beats the shit out of a mascot. Like, because sometimes I think like the people who are mascots have like way more bigger of an ego than the players themselves.
Oh yeah, they think they're the shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I love when like Ace also gets some amazing fucking headshots. Like he fucks this guy.
Oh, that first 1-2 that he throws is fucking
amazing.
It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
because the head flops around when he does it.
Right. Yeah, it's all about the visuals. Yeah.
I love when a mascot gets the shit kicked out of him.
But yeah, it's just that's a great end scene. It ties everything back into that bird he's looking for since he fell off the roof and all that good stuff. So yeah, cool ending. Back to funny stuff, not the intense stuff that we just witnessed on the dock or whatever the hell that was.
I like how when he's doing that, they show him on the Jumbotron, and then it cuts to Dan Marino, and he's just looking up at Ace like, oh, there's that wacky Ace again. Just smiles and shakes his head. Wow.
Yeah, so that was Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Tom Ace, 1994. All right, well, let's rate this. Chris, how many plunges are you pulling out of your face with a plunger for Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, 1994, out of 5?
So, like I said earlier, I fucking loved this movie when it came out. I watched it 1,000,000 times on VHS and cable. But as the 90s turned into the 2000s, I kind of lost touch with this. Not for any specific reason. I just kind of stopped going back to it. And it wasn't until it got released on DVD for it was either the 10th or the 15th anniversary they released, because it got released on DVD once, but it was like that old shitty full frame stuff, like the first release where it was
I remember that.
Okay, so then they re-released it in actual real widescreen format.
Wow, I had that journey.
Oh, really? Okay. So once it got re-released on widescreen, I bought the DVD. Actually, I didn't buy it. I fucking burned a copy of it. And I can't remember if that was for the 10th or 15th. It doesn't matter. So I went many, many years without watching this. And then when I rewatched it, I was like, yeah, that's funny. I'm not really as into it now as I was back then, but I still like it. So then over let's just say the last 15 years, this was probably only the third time I've seen it in that time span. But this time it hit me like it did back in the 90s, and I had an absolute fucking blast with it. Jim Carrey's physical comedy is like second to none. The absurdity of this movie is just, I mean, it either works for you or it doesn't. I can see how people would watch this and be like, this is so fucking stupid, but it works for me. I think everyone that was cast in this movie, from Jim Carrey to Sean Young to Courtney Cox, Roger Predactor, Tone Loc, everyone, I think they all did great. Now, I still, going forward, I won't watch this movie more than once every 4 years, probably.
That's not bad.
Right. But just based on this watch, I had a blast, and I will definitely plunge my mouth 4 times out of 5 for Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
Wow. The Ghoul. How many times are you plunging your mouth? Out of 5 for Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
So Chris just fucking nailed it, basically. And like I said, I'm not as familiar with this as you guys are. Like I said, I haven't seen this movie in the longest time because I also don't actively rewatch comedies, as you guys know. But I had a great time with this the last 2 weeks, watching it inadvertently, not knowing we were going to be reviewing it this soon, and then watching it twice, and also had it on while we were recording. So, and I was paying pretty close attention to it while we were recording. Yeah. There's nothing that can't be like said that Chris didn't already say. Jim Carrey is the fucking GOAT at that physical comedy stuff. Like the side characters are amazing, and even though the like overall like twist or whatever realistically is it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't really add or subtract anything to the movie other than just more comedic value. And I think I like it more for that because like not enough movies, especially comedies, like took swings like that back in the day.
And they never will again.
And they never will again. Correct. So that being said, I will now have to add this back into my rotation, and I'm gonna go 4.5 plunges out of 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like I said, I rewound multiple parts of this multiple times just because it was so fucking like I said, like the walk that he does in the bathroom or like the biting of the fucking hand in the beginning. Like that's fucking, it's so funny.
So great.
Yeah.
This was a total treat. Like I said, I really try to incorporate this every year of my life. I guess at some point 10 years ago or so, I noticed or realized that this is so great, and it's exactly this is nostalgia. We all have nostalgia for the 80s, right? But Chris is a little older. I don't know what he thinks, but for some reason, this 90s nostalgia kind of hits a little differently because I was so much more aware at that time. So when I have a comedy like this, like Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, this literally brings me right back. It's like watching 90s Bulls games or something like that with Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, whatever. Like this really, really brings me back, like in a way that most things don't. So like I cherish this type of stuff. And like we always talk about movies, like we did last 2 weeks ago with Class of 99, like movies that will never be made again.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is absolutely one of those that will never be made again, ever, 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 in any way, shape, or form. You'll never get a guy like Jim Carrey again. You'll never get like a perfect cast again. You'll never get the subject matter again. You'll never get any of this again. And it's so funny, and it's so like, innocently raw, and it's like great. This is lightning in a bottle. This is the beginning of a legendary career. Whether you like his movies or not, like Dumb and Dumber and Cable Guy and Grinch and like Liar Liar and Mask and whatever else that is his top stuff that we're not like, all that savvy with. But that dude from A Living Color coming out and making this and just nailing it to that level is lightning in a bottle magic that we will never see again. And if we do, great. I can't wait. But it hasn't happened in 31 years. 2 years. So, yeah. No, not happened. So, this is iconic for me. To give a real rating, though, I agree. I'm going to go with the Ghoul. It's not exactly perfect. It's as close as you can get. So I give it a 4.5.
Nice.
Plunges to my mouth. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's almost. I think we gave Dumb and Dumber 5, right? So this is just right under that. It's right under that, which is still epic. So yeah, love it. So glad we did this, and I think I made this joke about 3 or 4 times. I think Chris agrees. I don't know how the Ghoul even ever felt about Dumb and Dumber. We totally redeemed ourselves, I feel, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We did far better here. I'm not shitting my brains out. Chris isn't.
Almost a year later.
I'm not fucking face down drunk on my computer desk.
I'm so glad that we did a real Jim Carrey review.
Wait, was Dumb and Dumber February of last year?
I released it the very last second before winter ended.
Okay, so it was around like end of February, March.
1 to 3 weeks before end of March.
Either way, that's wild. How has it been a fucking year?
I could look at my shit picture and really give you the date. They really date these things. Rats. Yeah, so that's Dumb and Dumber.
What?
Oh, Dumb. I'm still thinking about the shit.
Oh my god! That was beautiful.
Tom Ace, we just did.
We just did Tom Ace, guys. Tom Ace, Pet Detective. We didn't pick our next movie, so I can't give you the preview. Unless you guys want to do it in the next 3 minutes.
On Deadly Ground.
Oh, you did want to get to Seagal.
We may as well.
Fuck it. Let's go.
Just do it.
Do it.
I have no problem with that. Next show on Deadly Ground, Steven Seagal. Alrighty then.